another installment so quickly. Who am I? Who am I? Hello, by myself today, because I left my wallet at the ticketing office for the Devil's Throat yesterday. Typical. So didn't have, okay, I had my ID, that's pretty much all I needed, but I left some cash and my Wise card in my wallet. But I texted them when we got back and they still had it, and they said they'll keep it until today, which was really nice. So rented a bike again and I've gone to pick it up, and Heidi's just stayed in San Pedro to do some admin. We booked our tour to the Uyuni salt flats tomorrow in Bolivia, so that's really exciting, besides the fact that they're gonna have to pick us up at 5 a.m. I hope this is like on my face, I don't know, I'm really bad at filming. But yeah, so yeah, I'm very keen for that, and we get to see the geysers and canyons and like lakes and all that jazz. But yeah, this place has been probably my second favorite we've been so far. I've loved cycling around. I really hope my bike doesn't get stolen. There's literally nothing for me to chain it up to, so that's scary. But yeah, very keen for that tomorrow. And then we get, it's a 3-day tour. We get left in Uyuni, and then we will maybe stay there one night, maybe not, and then we're gonna get a bus to La Paz, which is the capital of Bolivia. You didn't know that already. And then there for like 1 to 2 nights. We're gonna go see some, I forgot the name for it, but it's women wrestling, which is really cool. Heidi's so excited for it. And yeah, and then we're off to Cusco and Machu Picchu, which is crazy. It's been the top of my bucket list for ever. Well, once I skydived, that was ticked off, so then that took over. Yeah, hold up, I'm just gonna see if my bike is still there. There's, pretty sure that's San Pedro. Somewhere there, maybe. I have no idea. I had to like walk up that road. I gave up halfway. It was actually way steeper than I expected. I wasn't even anticipating doing anything today, besides just picking up the wallet and going back, but I paid for the bike, so I was like, maybe I should just get used to it. Get use of it. But yeah, the people in San Pedro have been beautiful. And like, even though it's like desert, I've never really explored such arid desert before. Even in Australia, I feel like the Australian desert, well, factually, the Australian desert isn't anywhere near as dry as this one. It's nice that there's no wind today. Well, not nice because I'm boiling hot, but it's nice that probably you'll be able to hear me a bit better. But I don't know, like, they just seem like rocks, but I don't know if the phone can really capture it. I just, the patterns are so captivating. I don't know, I think the phone does a good job. And like all the sand and there's dragonflies everywhere, and I love dragonflies. It really, really, really feels like I'm on Mars. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is where they film Mars scenes for some movies. I've got to fact check that. But yeah, look at the patterns. I just love the rocks, they're so beautiful. And the horizons, and especially the mountains over there. They're crazy. And it gets really cold at night, which is the most fascinating thing. Don't know how to... maybe I can pick you up on my bag. But yeah, might eat my sandwich. It's a good idea. I have no idea where to prop my phone up. Maybe I'll prop it up to me. So bad at this. Let me get my sandwich out first. Hello. Don't damage my layers. Got nuts as well. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Did I pack the sandwich? Oh, it's in here. I was nervous for a second. Oh, I got an apple too. Okie dokie. Hello. I've been doing that so much recently. Don't know where it's from. Or like, I'm just rambling. Okay. Is that looking? I don't know. I've got a bit of FOMO. All my friends in London are having nice in London summer, but I really can't complain. Because look at where I am. I feel like this is so funky. Sorry if it didn't. No, that's worse. I have no idea. Okay, that looks alright. Yeah, my friends in London look like they're having a beautiful spring. But I'll get there for summer, so yeah, hopefully my best friend Jada and I can organize a trip to her hometown in Milan. I'd love to see her parents again and explore a city I haven't been before, and then explore more of Italy, because when I went to Italy and far out, this is so annoying, sorry. I don't even know if you're going to be able to hear me well because you're all the way over there, but hopefully. Please don't steal my bike. But yeah, when I went to Italy in 2023, I went during peak season and summer, and it was just like a hot mess. I had fun, especially because I went with my friends, but I went there solo, sorry, but I met up with friends there, so that was good. But no, it was just too hot, especially in Rome, and I passed out in the Vatican. That was crazy. Florence was nice, but I stayed there for way too long. I think I stayed there for 5 days. And it's such a small city. If I wasn't there during summer, I would have stayed. 5 days would not have been enough. It's such a beautiful little city. I just don't think it's a summer city. There's like no shade. There's no free water. Everything's still overpriced because it's Italy. There's no body of water to swim in. Luckily, my hostel had a pool, but it was a bit murky. I didn't really want to swim there. But yeah, keen to go back with Jada, a local, so she can show me around, translate things for me so I don't get scammed. Hopefully Gab will be there too. I'm sure he will. We'll have a good time. Shout out you guys. So yeah, and then hopefully after Italy I can do Greece. I've never been Greece. It looks amazing. Everyone always talks about how much they love Greece. And Croatia will be cool too, but I don't know, it might be too hard. So maybe like Montenegro or Albania. I mean Algeria one day probably, but apparently it's probably just a misconception, but apparently it's not safe at the moment. I don't know. It's really hard to filter out what has been perpetuated by Western media and what is actually good advice to not visit. You never know, but I knew that everything was perpetualized for South America, so that's why I'm here. I just love Latin culture, and I mean, who doesn't? It's such a beautiful culture. Everyone's just so welcoming, and everyone's got their guards down, and there's so much confidence. And I feel like the plague of anti-socialism from social media, which is ironic. That's such an ironic sentence. Hasn't really, obviously it's reached them, but I don't think it's impacted their culture of being very open and non-socially anxious. They're always happy to say hello and have a dance, and I don't know, just sit down and talk as long as you can speak the language. And I always feel so shit when I don't when I don't fully comprehend what they're saying and they have to try and speak English. It's like I don't want people in their own country to have to cater to me because I wasn't able to learn the language in time. But in this day and age, in like a lot of countries, it's so expensive to learn a language, and Duolingo is actually not practical at all. And plus, I boycotted Duolingo because they fired such a large percentage of their staff for AI. And a lot of my friends would know that I'm a very anti-AI person. So that was a compromise I had to make, ruining my 2.5-year streak. Just very sad. I'm gonna check my bike again. I'm really, that was disgusting, sorry. I'm really anxious about it. Back. Oh, I wish I could be more trusting, but I just want my license back. And obviously to give the bike back to the people, but yeah. Fuck knows what I was actually just talking about. All I can remember is me talking about the culture here. And it's actually like, aside from me being really anxious about not knowing the language. Oh, that's it. I've really picked up a lot more here, which I'm grateful for. And we made a friend, I think I said this in my Chorido vlog. We made a friend named Delphi. She's from Buenos Aires. And we went around Chalten with her. She was our hostel dorm mate. Dorm buddy? I don't know what you call them. And yeah, she was wonderful. She was so patient with us, even when we were completely wine drunk and trying to speak to her, and we were just like, mucho vino tinto, demasiado. That didn't even make sense. But yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna come back once I've become fluent, and that's not a if, it's a when. Because I really want to start a third language as soon as possible as well. And I don't want the third language just to be for usefulness. That's a word, I just hate it. I want it to be because it's a beautiful language. And I also hate that the fact that so many languages are dying at the hand of English. It's annoying because English is such a dumb, probably not dumb, but it's just such an annoying language. And I full kudos to anyone that has to learn it for their second language. Like, that's just insane. Like the fact that like rough and through don't rhyme, and like baloney, but pony and baloney do, like what? And there's just so many synonyms for everything. It's crazy. But then that's what fucks me up with Spanish, because so many words can mean the same thing as other things. Not in a synonymous way, but I'm trying to think of like an example. Like hago or haces. it's like to do. You know what? Don't fucking listen to me. I'm not a fuck. Yeah, I'm stupid. But yeah, everyone's been so patient here with it. It's Oh yeah, before I move on, a third language I'd really love to do, not that anyone asked, is Hawaiian or Irish or Māori. Or like another Polynesian language would be really beautiful. I definitely am going to learn sign language as well, and I think Morse code would be really useful in certain situations. But yeah, there's an African language that's really, really beautiful, and that's such a not a generalization, it's such a broad thing to say, because there's probably hundreds and thousands of languages in Africa. I don't know if it's Swahili. I'm not too sure. But yeah, one of those options would be really fun to learn. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just really grateful that everyone... I need to finish this sandwich, I'm so hungry. Oh my god, there's so many people there, I'm scared. I don't want... you know what, I'm gonna finish talking, and then head back. Ugh, I'll pick that up. Yeah, I'm really grateful that everyone's been so patient to stay for the fucking third time with me. And I'm sure Heidi thinks the same. Everyone is so lovely. We've only had like a very few rude encounters, which two of them were definitely on our own accord for not knowing the language, but everyone's just been so beautiful, and it's been really, really... It's been really tough. I'm glad I'm wearing sunglasses because I'm probably going to tear up, but I am. Yep. It's been really tough remembering that I'm going to go back to a city, being London, that's so individualistic. Obviously you have your friend groups and your connections, but it's just not the community. There's no sense of community. More often than not, it's rude encounters. It's so expensive. The food sucks. No, the food doesn't suck. Yeah. It's just, yeah. I don't want to stay in London that much more, which is such a shame, because in summer it is a beautiful city. But at its core, the government is just shit, and the public transport is just way too expensive. So I'm going to probably bike more again. But I just love my friends there. I really, really love them. I just can't even process how grateful I am to all of them. Moving to London, I was so nervous. I cried so much thinking about how much energy it was going to be to make friends again and start up a whole new life. Even though I did have my two close friends, Taryn and Charlie, which was very handy. Shout out to them, love them. But setting up a network, I'm sure everyone who's done it can agree, it's just so exhausting, but it's been the most rewarding thing ever, and now I'm just leaving again, which I need to do, but it's just so annoying because these people have just been incredible, and I just want to take them all with me. And I know they would love Melbourne, and they know too, but it just doesn't fit in their plans, which is so valid, and it's so hard to get to, and visas, and I just wish Australia's visa policy wasn't so fucking insane, and that our governments were better and built more houses, and I mean, I think it's so easy for English people to get visas in Australia, actually, because there's so many over there. my family included, but we're residents now, obviously. But yeah, going back to London after this, it's just gonna be so fucked. It's just two completely different worlds. I can't believe it's on the same planet. Like, look at all this. Well, you can't right now. But I'm looking at all this and what I've done so far in the past month. Which is insane, the amount we've done in the past month. I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude and pride for this planet. I just can't believe it's getting destroyed. And not many people care about it, but some people don't have the time or energy to care about it because they're being so fucked over by their governments and capitalism. I'm not going to go down that route, but yeah. That was such a solid time about 10 years ago. Where I feel like everyone was really getting around to climate action. And now there's just so much war and there's so much hate and so much fascism that's forcing us to give that our attention rather than the climate. But you can't really have climate justice without human justice. Just so much on everyone's plates. It's just not fair. It's really not fair. Fuck the Industrial Revolution, am I right? And fuck colonialism. There's no way. I hate seeing people saying that colonialism gave people civilization. I'm like, you don't even know the definition of civilization. And there's not one singular definition of civilization. It's completely malleable. Like, obviously, like a civilization in this desert is not going to be the same civilization in a tropical island in, like, the Seychelles. Like, you know, all civilizations require different needs and different infrastructure and different care. So there's never one definition of civilization. And indigenous cultures, they knew what the fuck they were doing because they've been there for so long. They are a part of the land, and that's what we need to get back into. Just because we have cities and we're advanced and there's technology, none of that means shit when it comes to the core principle of this being a giant rock with nature. Because humans aren't going to last forever. And nature eventually will collapse on the earth because the earth's going to like die eventually in like billions of years. But humans will die before that happens easily. But nature won't. It can't. It is inherent in this earth. So I just don't get why we don't want to respect it. And the nature we have now, obviously, I love dinosaurs and I love prehistoric shit. And mammalians. What the fuck? I don't even know what I was trying to say there, but I love all that shit. But damn, they were quite dysfunctional. No, that's inappropriate to say. They were fucked over. They had to go through so much back then. It's actually crazy, like the amount of ice ages and like droughts and fucking firestorms. And shout out to sharks and crocodiles, man, and like tortoises and snails. And you guys have survived so much. Proud of you. But will you survive us? I don't know. That's the fucked up thing. But yeah, being here has just reminded me that it's not the effort I've put into my little climate justice actions. It's not all for nothing. As long as one person is doing something and they can try and speak to other people to just do little things and build it up and get that web going,
It'll all add up. I haven't checked if this is still recording.
Can you imagine?